Welcome to our video on how to make a simple wooden trike workstand. For us, when we decided to put our trikes together ourselves, and we knew we were going to do service work, we wanted some sort of stand that would allow us to work on our trike in comfort. But we wanted the stand to be compact enough to be easily stored in a closet at home. So we started the process by measuring our frames, and the whole stand just sort of evolved. What you're going to see in this video is the process that we went through to get to our final version 2, which is what we're currently using. We use this rubber underpad material between the stand and the table to stop it from moving. Without it, the stand would move and you'd need to clamp it to the table. There are 4 measurements that you must concern yourself with when you make your own trike stand. The first is the height of the rear upright. Next is the spacing between the rear upright and the front uprights. Next is the spacing between the front uprights. And finally, you want to make sure that the uprights are tall enough that your wheels don't make contact with the tabletop that the stand is sitting on. The spacing of your uprights on your table base might be different than ours, depending on your spacing between the front and back uprights. When we drilled pilot holes for the uprights, we first made large holes through the base and then smaller holes up into the uprights to limit the risk of cracking the 2x4. We followed this same process as we assembled all the different parts. All parts are screwed and glued together. Using foam for the purpose of holding the trike was quite problematic. It had 2 problems. First, the frame didn't fit properly or wasn't supported properly. And second, the double-sided sticky tape just didn't hold the foam onto the wood. So we developed this new webbing system to hold our trike in place. There are 2 parts to our webbing tie-down system. First is the base piece of 2-inch wide webbing. Now we've extended it down 4 inches down each side of the 2x4, and since it's 12 inches long, it gives us a 1/2 inch of fullness on the top. This allows the webbing to perfectly contour to the shape of the frame. The second part of the system is a 1-inch piece of nylon webbing hooked to a Fastex buckle that draws the frame down onto the workstand. In hindsight, I actually should have mounted the quick release buckle on the front of the uprights instead of the back. It would have made it a little bit easier in the process of putting the trike on and off. The 1-inch webbing strips naturally angle themselves at the perfect angle to draw the frame onto the base straps. When all straps are tightened up, this becomes a very solid stand. The trike does not move. I needed to move the front and back uprights because there just wasn't enough room for the kickstand to fit in. With the trike strapped down, the base webbing perfectly suspends the trike and keeps it away from the wood. At no point does it touch the wood and makes for a really solid workstand. I have spent some time and drawn up the plans for the workstand that we just viewed. I'd be happy to send you a copy in either PDF or JPEG, whichever you prefer. Just send us a little message and we'd be glad to send it off to you. Thanks again for watching one of our trike videos. Now our trike series has actually 9 parts. From introduction to trike shopping, to assembling a trike, usage and performance, maintenance, trike gear, trike day rides, multi-day rides, and multi-day touring in the backcountry. Each section has its own episodes, and here are the episodes for our service section. I hope you've enjoyed this episode on how to build a trike workstand. Personally, I find bicycle workstands a little flimsy or allow the trike to move around a little bit too much for my liking. So it just seemed like the logical first step in our service video series to start by building a trike workstand. For me, having a trike workstand simplifies the task of doing trike maintenance, for without it I probably wouldn't do any. I hope this video and this trike workstand helps you roll up your sleeve and enjoy the other part of triking, which is taking care of your own trike. Thanks so much again for watching. We'll see you on the trail.